Heavenly Father, please be with the many people that are in our county that are not feeling well or that have lost loved ones, and be with our whole world as crazy things are just happening, and let everybody just know that you are in control, and we just gotta put our faith in you. Please be with these young men as they make decisions for our county, and please be with our county patrons as they go to and fro this week. We ask all these things in your son's name, in Jesus' name, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public discussion on any item on this agenda. Chad Road, City of Cherokee. Cleaning up a house by the high school.
Yes, 500 East 7th Street, Christmas of 2022, that house caught on fire. The fire department fought it all night and the winds were high and they kept relighting. So finally District 2, they called for them and they brought their dozer in, they pushed it in a pile. That's the only way the fire department could get it out, and they were scared the other houses would burn. Well, ever since then, that mess has sat there and we're needing to get it cleaned up.
That the one on the south side,
Yes,
across from the
yes.
parking lot? Okay.
Yeah. Well, in school, graduation's coming up, you know, all these track meets, it's an eyesore, not only for our city, but for the school. And I did talk to Mike, of course, knowing he's sick, not gonna be here, and he said, yes, he'd absolutely bring his trucks and bring an excavator to load it.
Yeah.
So we're just asking, we don't have the equipment to haul that off. We do have a property right there on Cemetery Road that we have a big hole on, that we would give private property access to the county to dump there. I talked to Clint Ream about that as fire chief, because we could haul to lagoons, but with the fire risk and all the grass, plus it's a much shorter haul. So we would give that and take care of burning and getting it cleaned up. We just need help cleaning it up and getting it out there. We just don't have the trucks and equipment to do that. But
Soon you need
that doesn't matter, but I'd love to have it. I mean, we're not on a rush schedule, other than I'd love to have it before graduation,
Okay.
because we have graduation and everybody shows up and then you got that mess there, so.
Okay.
And I know you guys are busy, but with it being dry and stuff, I thought, well, maybe this would be an opportune time to be able to lend a truck or something. With them having the excavator, and we'll have our skid steer that are helping too, so.
Okay.
So I mean, really, trucks is what we really need.
How many towns lives in Chris? I don't know how big the house was.
It was a two-story house, but most
Wasn't
of
that big though.
yeah, most of it was engulfed. A lot of it burned, because I mean, the fire department fought it from like 2 in the morning till about 5 before they finally called and said, hey, bring a dozer over here or we're gonna lose this whole block.
What do they do with the
So,
foundation?
we'll just take it and haul it too.
Just
Yeah,
haul it
that'd
out
be
there.
cool.
Or you can just haul it out there on Fifth Street.
Okay, that'd be great too.
Canyon.
That'd be great
Just take it
too.
out there and dump it, I'll bring it back up and shove it over the edge there.
Okay, well, and we
'Cause
got,
if you dump it over the edge, it just goes straight to the bottom. It's-
right. Well,
Goes
we have
over easy,
backhoes
kinda
available. I
sticks.
mean, if you guys helping us, we'd be glad to help too. So if you want us to, Ben's ours are right here in town, you don't have to haul yours.
Yeah.
We could gladly run one out and help with that. I mean, and it's also a pretty good hazard, because all the kids that walk from grade school walk right by it. You know they want to dig in and play in it, somebody's gonna get hurt, so.
That'll work for me.
Okay.
Sounds good. We didn't make motion or anything on that? Okay. Sounds good.
Well, thank
Okay,
you.
thanks,
Appreciate
Chad.
it.
Yep.
Have a good one, Chad.
Minutes from the commissioner. One second. All in favor? Aye. M&O warrants for me.
all the warrants, or all the MNOs, or POs that are coming in from the prior week that we're paying along us.
This is a small stack.
Yeah.
This is a small.
I heard
section.
sometimes it's a long meeting, sometimes it's not so bad. I don't know, well, I was on town board, it was, 3-4 hours sometimes, it was miserable.
No, we don't have anything like that. Please don't say that.
You last, Stonehawker?
Are you ready for something?
Yes, yeah, I'm running for District 2 County Commissioner.
How big that freezer was. For me,
The big pine, place on the basement.
yeah, I think we're gonna need another one.
Another basement or another
For both.
freezer?
No.
Really great big walk-in outside.
That's exactly what.
I'm taking Lambert's class, Wednesday, and Thursday. Would you like to go with me?
Is that required?
Sure, it's required.
Like that's a lot.
I don't know how they can make this one any interesting. I remember a horrible setting through it 10 years ago, let alone set through it again now. It's just like the Weatherford. And next week is my payroll class and I'm done. And I, well, I can say that. I had to take the customer service one that I thought I had to take it. Not supervisor one that I thought I had taken and I hadn't taken. I had to take it. I did 2 and 3 and they won't let me out of it. I'm like, oh, but I took 2 and 3. Can I not? No. So, yeah. The Monday after county clerk school, or the Friday after county clerk school, I'm gonna take it, then I'll be done. So I have land records, payroll, and supervisory 1, and then I'm done. They don't put it on there very often. It's usually, before it was always during, like when the kids would play at Enid and
Can you hold that one? for
Cherokee
me?
Street, the check, yeah.
Yeah, so I can take it with me. Or just remind me.
That's true. And then who's working at KK, you know?
Who?
Jeremy Johns, he used to be the ag teacher here.
Hmm.
He called me about a skidster for the fairgrounds. He's like, oh, this is on state contract. I said, well, that's what I told him to look to see if it's on state contract. What, do we still need bids? He's working at P&K.
Takes like 3 months last year, did it? Took 3 months last year.
It's quite a while.
I'm just curious. Cheaper? Corn makers? Yeah. Maybe that's who got that. We're gonna figure out something. Yep. Can't have three different companies. Yep.
I'll make the most for the min, or the minimum wage payment. Blanket hers.
We have blankets from the sheriff, District 2, County General, Ambulance, and Nescatunga. On our vendors that are here, around here, that they make multiple trips to, we can do blankets on, but they have to be approved in the meeting before they make any charges to them. That's what our blankets are. We try to put the warrants as soon as they're approved, so the guys don't have to stick around all day waiting on us.
The guy.
The guy. They enjoy being up here so much, I don't know why they want to hurt them.
I'll make it most to put a blanket purchase order. Second. Road crossing permits. Officer salary update from the DA.
I don't think I showed you, Nate, there is something that Ellis County is doing.
It's confusing.
It is very confusing, but
Well,
it's,
just the
yeah.
authority.
I did talk to Chris about that, and I think it's the way I worded it. He said, no, we're not going to go back and pay that 2 years. But like I was talking to Garrett, I mean, we are in office for 2 years longer than you guys are because, you know, just the way they fall, so we should make up that difference if we ever have to go back down or something, but Chris is still sending out emails to see, when I was over there last week on Tuesday, he said if the officers that did not have opponents, they could go ahead and start as soon as they got the approval on them, but he's really not stating that in his email there. But I know he was sending out more emails right then.
I think we're having to do a resolution on.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have to do a resolution on it no matter what we decide to do. And we need to do that before Gary's July,
Yeah.
so. They passed legislation back in
2022.
2022 to force all the 77 counties for their elected officials to take basically a $5,000 raise. We did not have the money at that time, so we talked back and forth between Brian Mitchell, our ADA here, and Chris Moore, the DA that's in our district. And Chris Moran has said if every officer in our county decided not to take the raise, we needed to sign a resolution and not take it so it wouldn't stress out our county general. And they didn't all sign it. So he said it's all or none. If one person doesn't sign it, then you all have to take the raise. Well, according to statute, you cannot take a raise in the middle of your term, but it didn't state any of that in the new legislation. So it's been this huge controversy between 77 counties of what do we do with this. So the 4 elected officials, well, 3 elected officials that started January 1 of 23,
Yeah.
and then the treasurer that started in July of 23, they took the raise at the beginning of their term. Now we're trying to figure out what do we do with the rest of the 4 now. And they still, I mean, it's, 2 years later, they still haven't figured out what we do, so. But whatever our DA or our ADA says, as long as you have that blessing on it, then you're fine, but we can't get anybody to decide what to do with it.
Okay. Item 11, 911 bylaws. This is just a update on time.
Yeah, change that time on
8
there.
o'clock, 6:30, so
And you guys sign it.
do the sign it.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else is the same.
What was the time, Garrett?
Wasn't it 8 o'clock they were having? They had like 8 o'clock at night is what it used to say, and we changed the time to 6:30.
And now it is the second Monday, right, not the Tuesday, because it was on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday.
Yep. So it went from the second Monday, or second Tuesday to the second Monday, and then at 6:30.
Is that monthly then?
Yes.
Monthly, yes.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second the change. All in favor? Private property access easement for District 3, remove concrete corners from property in place of washing.
There's 2 copies.
I'll make a motion to approve the easement. All in favor? Declaration surplus, for election board, Dell computer monitor.
We're gonna do the resolution.
Yeah, I'm 13, 14 together, and disposing of equipment.
Anytime we dispose of something, if you junk it or if you sell it, there's always 2 steps in getting rid of that. If there's a declaration of the surplus of what you're gonna do with it, and then when you actually, if you're gonna take it to auction, then you put it before the auction, and then once you sell it, then
I'll second
it
it. All in favor?
goes there then to get rid of it.
Corrective action plan in accordance with CRF.
Did you guys have a chance to look over this?
Yeah, kind of. I forgot.
They just want us, and it can just be you, Garrett, and I said, well, we'll just put it through the meeting, so if you all wanna just sign the bottom of it with a date on it. I've never seen anything like this before, so I'm not sure what they're wanting to do. Here's an extra copy. You can look at it, I sent it and asked them to, not quite sure what it is.
I'll make a motion to approve it. Second. All in favor? Any unforeseen business?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor?